Be honest. During sound check, when front of house points at you and says, give me guitar, do you play your actual part? Or are you playing some riff that's been banned in guitar shops across the world? For years, I've played those licks. Then I had a professional engineer come in and tell me 3 things that he wanted to hear. 1, my bass tone. 2nd, the loudest tone. And then 3rd, just stop. That's it. That list was given to me years ago at our church in Ohio when this engineer came in to treat our room. And until that moment, it didn't matter whether I was on my prettiest ambient patch or I was playing the loudest thing on my board. I played riffs. I thought that was tasteful. I thought that's what they wanted to hear. I was basically auditioning, quietly. And obviously, if your engineer is asking for something specific, give them exactly that. If they only need a line check, 1 chord, and then stop. But when you're checking your actual guitar sounds and how it fits in with the rest of the band, this is the routine that you want. First, your bass tone. Not some warm-up lick, not the things your fingers play when no one's listening and when you're in your house, but your actual main sound. The one that sits under most of the set. Play 2 bars of a real part from one of the songs. Same pick attack, same intensity. Give them the guitar that they're going to hear most of that morning. Second, they want your loudest tone. Because a front of house only hears the special stuff, or you shredding away, they still don't know what you sound like the other 90% of the set. And I tell them, I say it out loud, this is my loudest sound. Play the loudest real section of the set at the intensity you're actually going to use. Not your highest gain pedal, not every pedal on your board, but the one that you're actually going to use. On a direct rig like mine, front of house is getting a finished guitar sound. They can place it in the mix and feel confident it's going to fit in, but they can't know one patch is going to jump infinitely louder until I show them. That's the version of my guitar most likely to create a problem. Better to hear it now than during the first chorus of the first song. Third, stop, look up, wait. It's just that simple. And this was the part I was worst at. Front of house, they can't ask me questions or move on to the next channel or listen to anyone else if I'm filling every empty second with guitar. The most professional thing you can play at soundcheck might actually be nothing. Bass tone, loudest tone, then stop. That's the whole list he gave me. Now that routine ends at stop. I added one separate thing later. If there was a sound in the set that was a real outlier, something just completely different, I just give front of house a heads up before it happens. An auto bid X, an H90, a huge octave or fuzz sound, the microcosm. Whatever your version is, no judgment, I own them all. I don't give front of house a full pedal board tour of all of the crazy and cool sounds I can make. I just say, hey, I'm doing something different or strange in the bridge. This is a heads up. 10 seconds of that, once. And only when it's true, only when it's happening in the set. So here's what you can actually do tonight. Play the same 2 bars through your bass tone, then your loudest tone, then the outlier. But again, only if it's in this week's set. Same phrase, same picking intensity, same recording input or monitor volume. And then don't touch anything between sounds. Listen for the jumps or the drops. If one patch suddenly gets louder or quieter or dramatically darker, fix it now before rehearsal. That takes 2 minutes tonight. That's way better than discovering it 5 minutes before Sunday morning. If you've downloaded the Sunday Ready Companion, you've already seen the short version of this on the Soundcheck Card included. 1 strum, the loudest part, eyes on front of house. And if you don't have it, it's free, links in the description. Go ahead and get your download today. This is the story behind all of that. Soundcheck, it isn't where you prove your tone, it's where you tell the truth about it. That's why it's a conversation, not an audition. So next time, the front of house points at you and says, give me guitar, bass tone, loudest tone, then stop. And if something truly strange is going to happen or coming up later in the set, give them that, but give them a heads up before it happens. Be honest. What's the first thing you normally play when someone points at you during sound check and says, "Give me guitar"? Are you playing the actual part? Are you doing big swells on the one chord? Or are you just shredding away that same riff you've been doing since you were a teenager? You can admit it. You're among friends. See you Sunday.